Eisenring. Did you know that the U.S. grew older from both a decrease in the number of children and an increase in the older population between 2010 and 2020? And that the nation's multiracial population was the youngest of any race group in 2020. In this data gem, we will show you how you can find trends for your state, metro area, micro area, county, and census tract from the 2020 Census Demographic and Housing Characteristics, or DHC, data.
Hi, I'm Megan Raby from the Population Division, and I have two interactive data visualizations I'm excited to share with you. First, let's look at how our nation's population has changed. This graph style is called a population pyramid. The area of each pyramid reflects the overall size of the population, while its shape illustrates the population's age and sex distribution. The youngest ages are reflected at the bottom of the figure, and the oldest ages taper off to a point at the top. The number of males on the left and females on the right are shown by 5-year age groups. Let's take a look at Utah, for example, by selecting the state-level geography option and then finding Utah in the drop-down that appears. The wide bars at the bottom of the pyramid show us that around 29% of Utah's population was under 18 years old in 2020. Compare this to Maine, where only 18.5% of the population was under 18. Notice Maine has much wider bars between the ages of 50 to 75. The visualization also shows how several race and ethnicity groups have changed over time. Let's select and look at the population group 2 or more races, and then select the 2010 radio button. We see that there were around 9 million people who identified as multiracial in 2010, and that group had a median age of only 19.9. But by selecting the 2020 button, we see the population increase to almost 34 million, with a median age of 29.5. The age profiles of communities don't always mirror the national picture. Let's take a look at a metro area, for instance, by clicking on the metro area geography option. Next, from the drop-down menus that appear, select Florida and then the villages. In 2000, you can see a bit of a bump between ages 60 and 80. About 27% of the population was age 65 or over. In 2010, that percentage increased to about 43%. And then in 2020, it increased again so that over half of the population, around 59%, was 65 and over. Let's see how the villages compares to other metro areas by clicking on the Rankings tab at the top. The visualization defaults to median age, but I want to choose Rankings for % 65 and over from the Select a Measure dropdown, and leave the other selections as is. The Villages Florida is ranked first out of 384 metro areas in the US. These are just a few of the ways you can use this data visualization to view how the total population and racial and ethnic groups have changed over time. Now, let's switch to another visualization that allows you to explore age groups in the 2020 census. This tool features characteristics for several different age groups. Let's use the first drop-down menu to look at school-age children by selecting ages 5 to 17. Based on our selections, the rank chart on the right updates automatically, showing that Utah had the highest percentage of school-age children. Whereas if we select % change 2010 to 2020 from the characteristics menu, we see that North Dakota had the highest % increase of this age group. We can use the drop-down again to select other characteristics such as sex distribution and the Racial and Ethnic Diversity Index. The Diversity Index is the chance that 2 people chosen at random will be from different racial and ethnic groups. Hawaii had the highest diversity index for school-aged children compared to other states at 77.9%. We can also measure racial and ethnic diversity of a population using prevalence rankings, including the largest racial and ethnic group and the second largest racial or ethnic group. If you want to see how prevalence varies by age group, hover over or click on your state. Clicking on Washington, we discover the Hispanic or Latino population was the second largest racial or ethnic group for school-aged children. But if we switch the filter to the 65 to 84 age group, we find the second largest racial ethnic group was Asian alone, non-Hispanic. Simply toggle between geography levels on the upper right to find data for counties, or census tracts. Let's look at tracts in Kings County, New York. Here we see which areas have the largest portion of school-aged children. Note that percent change is not available at the tract level. Like the state view, we can use the diversity index and prevalence maps to understand the racial and ethnic diversity of an age group and communities across the US and Puerto Rico.
Excel and CSV files containing the ranked characteristics shown in the visualizations are also available on these data visualization web pages. For more videos like this, visit Census.gov/academy, and while you're there, click on subscribe to join our community.